I am the lady in purple. My name is Sydney McNeal. I'm an Islamic Civilization and Societies major in the class of 2015.
I will not call. I am not gonna be nice. I will raise my voice and scream and holler and break things and race the engine and tell all your secrets about yourself to your face.
I wanted to try out for the play because I think that it's a very important play to be put on at Boston College. The play is something that I've been introduced to throughout my childhood by my mom and my grandmother, and so I think it's a really nice extension for me of like that family introduction, and then I've always wanted to get back into acting, and this seemed like a really great opportunity. As an observer, I personally started feeling like pessimistic about love, which is the topic that she's talking about, and what she was saying like really kind of shifted my mind. Honestly, it took me a little while to get into the preparation for it, and I found the most helpful preparation has been talking to the other people in the cast and talking to my aunts and my mom and things like that, and asking them what they think about my monologues and what they think about the piece overall. And I mean, in addition to that, I took Dr. Houchin's Intro to African American Theater class last semester, and we read the play there. So I think that that was a lot of the more academic research that I did, and then everything else has really been more practical and based on interpersonal exchanges. The movements that she has us working with are just so different from anything that I've ever had to do, like even in previous productions. And so it's totally tapping into a new physicality for myself as a dancer. Being in For Colored Girls is definitely a great addition to my semester. I'm also a captain of Fuego, so my schedule is wild, but every time I go into rehearsal, I'm excited. I'm excited to work. I'm excited to see the other girls in the cast. I think that it's augmented my semester with a lot of emotional honesty, which I think is something that you don't always find in an extracurricular activity. So it's been very beneficial, very, very horizon opening, I guess.
If you call to say you're sorry, call somebody else. I do not use them anymore.
Yeah, the monologue where I'm politely asking people to stop saying sorry, it's very emotional for me. I don't really think that in my life I've come to a place where I have that much resentment or that much anger about any one thing or any one person. So to find a way to access that much anger and that much emotion really does kind of shake you up a little bit, and I find after I rehearse the monologue I always have to bring myself down a little, remind myself that that's not really me. So it's definitely stirring for me to do as well as an actor. Our relationship as a cast has grown a lot. In the beginning it was kind of, we would all be doing the dancing exercises, kind of shy and everything like that, but now when we are working together, we're laughing all the time and really connecting into one another, which I think is really, really good for especially the dialogue parts of the play, and even just in terms of my own monologue, I feel so much more secure being into that character when I know that the girls are around me and that they understand the whole process and everything like that. I think that there is a little bit of every colored girl, I guess, to use the phrase, in each person in the cast, and myself included. Being black or blackness is something that I've thought a lot about throughout my life. In high school, it was always that I wasn't black enough, and sometimes now here at Boston College, it's, oh, well, am I acting a way that's too black or something like that. My own blackness has really evolved from an organic place because I realized that it shouldn't come from any one person or circumstance making me feel like I'm not black or too black. It really just has to come from within, and I think that my family has a lot to do with that. because I've always grown up being Black in an area that is predominantly white. So I think my own Blackness is a very organic growth out of like a lot of very personal experiences, obviously shaped by bigger forces. But I want audience members to walk away with questions. I want them to walk away with a mind that might be a little more open than beforehand to the Black experience. But mostly, like I said, I want them to walk away with questions that they hadn't perhaps thought of about the Black experience overall, and about even their own experience, Black or otherwise.